All right, buonasera, good evening. It's your boy Big Rich, fresh off the stormy streets of Queens, New York. Just made it back from Strong Island. Hope everybody had a wonderful holiday weekend. If you're traveling in the Northeast, it's a mess, as my man Frankie Goomba used to say. It's a mess. It's time for that weekend Sunday night business. NWN, Drangheta Weekly News. Of course, tonight's episode is sponsored by Justice Tech Pros. Salute to everybody and the whole crew at Justice Tech Pros. I need everybody to go there and listen to them videos. This man is speaking science. He's giving you good money. You understand what I'm saying? He's talking facts. It's a good education. I want to see the numbers go up. Salute to everybody at Justice Tech Pros, and thank you for sponsoring tonight's show. Let's get down to business. Of course, gentlemen, wipe your feet on the rug, throw some smoke in the air. My boy hit me up this morning real quick at 7 in the morning. Blessed me with a little OG Kush. Nice. Real nice. Secret bunkers and mountain hideouts hunting Italy's mafia bosses. The Cacciatore unit searches the rugged landscape of Calabria for fugitives who have dug themselves deep into the earth. We would like to throw some respect on the name of Lorenzo Tondo in Vibo, Valencia, Calabria. Now, again, bear with the pronunciation. I know all you grammar Gestapos are ready to give me work. Minke. I'll give the kid a chance. On the slopes of the Aspromonte Mountains, Pascual Marando, a man known as the Pablo Escobar of the Calabrian Mafia, the feared Drangheta, built a secret bunker whose entrance was a mouth of a pizza oven less than 10 miles away. Ernesto Fazzolari, who allegedly enjoyed trap shooting in the heads of his decapitated victims, lived in a 10 square meter hideout in the formidable southern Italian range. When authorities came for him, Fazzolari, then the second most wanted mafia boss after Matteo Messina Denaro of the Sicilian Cosa Nostra, had already escaped through a secret tunnel in the kitchen sink. Before his eventual arrest in 2016, Fazzolari spent 20 years as a fugitive in the Calabrian mountains, where the wanted men of the 'Ndrangheta have for decades planned and built elaborate mirror cities underneath their villages. It is a literal underworld of bunkers located behind sliding staircases, hidden trap doors, and manholes linked by endless tunnels that merge and separate, leading to escape routes among the sewer system or amid the brambles of a dry river bed. To smoke them out of their holes, the Italian authorities formed a special military unit composed of elite and highly trained soldiers known as the Carabinieri, Heliborn Squadron, or the Cacciatori, literally the hunters. And I hope I'm saying it right, Cacciatori. If I'm not, hey, teach me. I'm always willing to learn. The Cacciatori have, in the last 25 years, arrested almost 300 fugitives, whose mugshots are now displayed like trophies on a large bulletin board in a room in their headquarters. They have also uncovered over 4,000 bunkers described by investigators as works of superior engineering. I love this. I live for stories like this. Are you kidding me? This is crazy. What man won't do? Huh? Give a man a tool and he build a city. It's incredible. The unit was originally founded in 1991 with the intent of fighting a crime at that time widespread across Calabria, kidnapping. But over time, the phenomenon almost disappeared. Major Carmelo Aveni, commander of the Cacciatori, explained another criminal emergence took hold. Old 'Ndrangheta bosses who had always been present in the area began to get stronger and bolder. This is, of course, if we know anything about the 'Ndrangheta, it really went from kidnapping to drugs, becoming drug dealers and arm dealers, really. I mean, allegedly, they're running 80% of the cocaine in Europe. Come to think about that. It's not just a city, Europe, the whole continent. At one time derided by the Sicilian and Campanian mafias, today the 'Ndrangheta is by far the most powerful criminal group in Italy and one of the richest in the world. A study by Demoscopita Research Institute in 2013 estimated that it was more financially powerful than Deutsche Bank and McDonald's combined, with an annual turnover of 53 billion euro. I'll wait. 53 billion euro. That's in 2013. Huh? Huh? Exactly. According to investigators, the secret of its success lies in its deep embeddedness in Calabria. Bosses rarely abandon their remote village, despite global operation worth millions. To protect themselves, they built escape tunnels under their houses, sophisticated bunkers in mountains that are reachable only on foot, and hideouts in the woods for when they are on the run. This is like real life, a manhunt. Like when we used to play as kids, hide and go seek. It's just, I mean, come on. And these guys, they're making deals worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and they're walking through the forest. Which goes to say discipline, right? Discipline. If we're going to arrest them, we need well trained men to climb steep mountains, go down ravines, jump off a moving helicopter, not to mention the ability to withstand cold and hunger for days while monitoring the movements of a suspected fugitive, said Aveni. And they needed to do all this in dark, given that we often carry out our work at night. During their night expeditions, the Cacciatori are equipped with machine guns, night vision goggles, and bulletproof vests. It's like Call of Duty out here. What are we doing? At first sight, the boss's home seemed completely normal, says Aveni. Nothing will lead you to believe that there are tunnels and an underground bunker. Then you begin to inspect every nook and cranny of the house: walls, floors, stairs. Even a pizza oven can hide a tunnel. We have even found walls wired to an electrical device. Just push a button to move the wall. I love it. It's like spy versus spy. The underground tunnels are very narrow. A person can barely fit through and must slither like a snake to move. Some are 300 meters long and often lead to sewers connected to the other houses. I tell you right now, Big Rich ain't getting through no tunnels. This is why I take it light and easy and I choose my battles. You understand what I'm saying? Fazzolari's bunker in the Aspromonte National Park had a television, air conditioning, computers, weapons, and sacred images of saints and the Madonna. The Cacciatori have sometimes found copies of Italy's penal code, which bosses study before going to trial. Nice. The list of fugitives of the Ndrangheta is constantly updated and sometimes monthly. Arrested bosses are often superseded by their sons, cousins, and even their wives. The last entry is Francesco Pelle, Ndrangheta boss from San Vito. 5 months ago, when Pelle learned that he had been sentenced to life in prison for murders, he went on the run. Aveni prefers not to discuss the case while his men search for him. Not all fugitive mobsters use bunkers and tunnels. Some turn to nature itself as a shield. Girolamo Facineri, 53, who was arrested in March 2018, chose to hide in a mountain shelter amongst the thick woods of Citanova, reachable only after crossing several rivers with an all-terrain vehicle and then hiking through trails and steep slopes for 40 minutes. The shelter was completely camouflaged, covered in vegetation. Facineri had lived there for 2 years in solitude in a forest inhabited by wolves and a wild boar. Is it worth it to build a criminal empire worth millions and then live like a rat? According to investigators, is this the mindset that gives the 'Ndrangheta its strength? Sacrificing one's life for the sake of the criminal family has a dual effect, says the chief prosecutor of Catanzaro, Nicola Gratteri. On one hand, the boss sends a message to his enemies who could capitalize on his absence from the territory in order to take control of it, as if to say, I'm still here and I'm still in charge. On the other hand, it sends a message to investigators, I'm still here and you won't find me. After a long nighttime operation to reach Facineri, the Cacciatori raided the shelter at dawn when the boss was making his morning coffee. When we broke down the door, he was sitting on a chair sipping his espresso. A member of the Cacciatori who took part in the mission told the Guardian, complimented us, and told us we were very competent in having located him. Great, great article. Salute. The team that brings it to you this evening's show was sponsored by Justice Tech Pros. Salute to Dominic and the whole team there doing their thing. I need you guys to go check it out. I need the numbers to go up over here. Dominic is doing a really good thing. You understand? You guys gave me a chance. I'm a stranger. Max here to give somebody else a chance. Dominic. Salute to Justice Tech Pros and everything they do. Thank you for sponsoring tonight's show. We appreciate you guys absolutely. And of course, this is episode 2 of the Drangheta Weekly News, NWN. So I want everybody to have a great evening. Salute, throw some smoke in the air. Got some OG Kush. You already know how we do. Tune in to tomorrow's morning show. We will be doing a full critique of The Irishman. I wanna share what I thought about the movie. Anybody that's seen the movie, you tune into tomorrow morning show. Come on in. We're talking Irishman. Salute to everybody. Have a good evening. All right.